Hey kids, Uncle Clockwork here. I found it. The Holy Grail of 80s board games. Behold, the Dark Tower. Now, this game is actually getting rebooted very soon. I recently saw a Kickstarter and someone has managed to score enough money to bring this game back in a newer, updated version. So before that happens, I thought I would show you what the original one looks like. And believe me, these aren't easy to find. And when they are found, they're not cheap. Your old Uncle Clockwork managed to find one at a very good price. So he's pretty happy right now. And like I said, it is the Holy Grail of 80s board games. Because not only does it have a lot of little bits and pieces, but it has an electronic component in it that sometimes doesn't withstand the test of time. But I lucked out. So let's check it out. Alright, here we are. First off, let's check out the box art. Isn't that gorgeous? It's one of the things that first attracted me to this game was the box art. Nice. Okay. Let's crack her open and see what's inside. Okay, so here we are, open box. Alright. It's interesting, this actually has its own instructions on to not throw away the box. How is she going to store the game, kids? Okay. Now, there's your Dark Tower. Big honking piece of plastic and electronics from the early 80s. Okay. Peel this layer off. Oh. Now, since I actually had this game back in the day, I can glance at it and tell you that basically it's all there. Even the instruction booklet. Okay. So I'm going to break everything out, set it up, and show you what's going on. Okay kids, so here we see the game set up, basically partially, with just a few pieces left out so that I can explain them. The board is circular. Each quadrant represents one kingdom. Each kingdom has 4 buildings in it and a number of different spaces. The kingdoms are separated by a frontier, the space in the middle between each one. What you do as a character, basically you have your own little character here. Your piece represents a prince who is traveling across these lands looking for 3 keys. A brass key, a silver key, and a gold key. Alright. To do this you have 10 warriors, 30 gold, and 25 bags of food, with the opportunity to purchase a scout, a beast, a sword, and a healer. So what you would do, you would set up this game as such. These buildings would be placed upon the mat here. We have this one here. This is the bazaar. Okay. This is where you purchase items. Men, food, and whatnot. Now this one here, this ragged, jagged one, this is a ruin. Okay. This semicircular one here is a sanctuary. Like a little cathedral there, a church. And this square one here, that's a tomb. They're very specific. They're made to go in here a certain way. You know, they won't allow you to put it in any other way. They'll find their way into the little, you know, peg and hole situation. So the bazaar, you would basically purchase all your items at. The sanctuary is where you would go if you were low on men or food. They'll replenish you. The tomb and the ruin, that's basically where you enter to explore and find stuff. Okay. Now, occasionally, you might encounter a dragon that wanders around the board, and I'll explain that later. The flags are basically used by each member of the kingdom. Once he's done, he claims, you know, the Dark Tower for his own and places his flag at the top. Okay. There are Pegasus tokens here that also show up in play, and I will explain those later as, you know, the game goes on. So, once again, you would start off the game. Each player starts off with 10 warriors, 30 bags of gold, and 25 food. As you move about the board, each space you would basically subtract 1 food. Okay, and events happen to take away your gold and or men. If you purchase a scout will help you if you get lost. A beast adds your, you know, basically to your encumbrance ability. You can carry more stuff. A sword, you can't purchase those, you would find that, and that basically helps you defeat the dragon if encountered. And a healer will help protect you from plague. Instead of losing men, you'll actually end up gaining men if you have a healer. So that's basically the basic operation of the pieces. Okay, but the primary function of the game and the primary play of the game is contained within the tower itself. So let me set down the camera and we'll turn that on and I'll show you how this runs. Okay, so here you have a little close-up of the keypad. Got yes, no commands up top, which also are buy and end. That's for the bazaar. A repeat key. You've got haggle, clear, and then the blue keys are bazaar, tomb, sanctuary, citadel, frontier, move. Those are all basically encompass the spacing, the moving, and the buildings that you enter. The haggle, the buy, and the end, that's all for the bazaar. Yes and no, you know, confirmation. And then you have the inventory, which allows you to check the items in your inventory. You will lose 1 turn if you do that. And you have the Dark Tower key, which is once you finally have everything and are ready to proceed into the Dark Tower, that's the key that you would hit. So, that's your basic setup there on the keypad. Alright, now let me back this up a little bit here. You see the tower. Okay. Little adjustment here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Switch at the bottom. Takes 2 big massive D cells to power this thing. Okay, this is old 80s technology. Alright. The new one I'm sure will probably have, like, you know, an LED or something battery. Okay. Turn it on here. Now you'll see the little flashing lights there. Hit any key. This is the battery test and light test. Okay. You get to choose your level. It goes level 1 to 3. Level 4 is a special teaching level. So this is level 1. You get level 1 here. Yeah, that's fine. Players goes player 1 to 4. So you can actually play this solo. Okay, which is what we do. Hit yes or no. Yes. Okay. Player 1, that's your move. So you would basically move your guy 1. Oh, a dragon has hit. I now have 8 warriors and 23 gold. So I'll take my card, move my little pegs, mark that. Okay. 8 warriors, 23 gold. Now if I'd actually had my sword, he wouldn't have been able to do that. And I subtract 1 because of the move. Alright. And we now know the dragon is here. Okay. You've ended your turn, so you hit end. The sound means next player. We don't have another player, so it's me again. I move to the bazaar. Okay. Here in the bazaar gives you a selection, okay? Do I want men for 8? No, I don't need men. I want food for 1? Not right now. I want a beast for 23? No, I do not. Scout. Do not need a scout at this time. I do wish to purchase a healer, which means I have 2 gold left. Okay. Subtract 1 food because I moved, and I now have a healer. Now I'll show you why I got that in a little bit here. End, okay. Moving out of the bazaar. Move. That's a safe move, nothing happened. Move 1 more. Okay, safe move, nothing happened. Okay. Now as I approach the frontier, I have to hit frontier when I cross into it. The frontier sound. That allows the game here to know that I've crossed into a new territory and that I'm now able to find a key. If you don't cross the frontier, you can't get the next key. So, end. Move. I'm lost. That means I stay in the frontier. I did not move anywhere. Sacrifice my turn. Try to move out of the frontier again. Okay, move again. I'm coming up on a tomb here, so now I hit a tomb. That's a battle. There are brigands here. There are 8 brigands, and I have 8 men. I lost a man. They're still there. I'm losing men. They're still fighting. I'm losing men. Okay. I'm losing continuously, so I want to leave. Okay, hit end if you want to exit a battle. Okay, you get nothing except you've lost men. So that hurt me quite a bit. I'm down to like 4 or 3 men. What I must do now is I must get help. So, I leave the place. Now wait. A plague. Okay. This is why I bought my healer. Because a plague would cost you 2 men unless you have a healer, in which case you now add 2 men. So now I'm back up to 5. we'll try to enter that tomb with 5 men again. Not necessarily the same people will be there. There is a fight. There are 5 brigands this time. I've lost a man. They win. But I just beat them. And that's how a battle goes. I win. I get 17 gold. Alright. So I think we're up to 19 gold now. That's good. But still no key. Move. We'll move here. And then move to the bazaar. Do I want warriors for 5? You don't get a good, usually get a good price. So yes, I'm going to want warriors for 5. I'm going to take 3 warriors. 1, 2, 3. And then end. I now have 2 gold, but I have 3 more warriors, so I now should be up to 7. Okay. Of course, I've been gradually subtracting my food this whole time. That is a move. Another plague. See, this is why you want to buy a healer early on. It helps you recoup your men. Now entering the ruin now. Battle ensues. 7 brigands versus my 9 warriors. We dispatched them easy. Gold. A sword. Excellent. Moving. Another plague. Another healer. 211. How nice. Again, it pays to buy a healer early. Now I've stepped away from the tomb. I can go back and investigate, because these are the best places, or the ruin rather, where you can find the keys. Alright. Entering back into the tomb. You can sometimes just find things. Ah, there we go, the brass key. So now I'm up to 34 gold. And I have located the brass key, which means I can now leave this place. Lost, perhaps not. Okay, and then now I can. Entering the frontier. Okay, there we go. Now, moving. Dragon, but I have the sword. So I have gained 15 minutes, now up to 47 gold. So, things looking a lot better for your old Uncle Clockwork. Moving into here, entering into a tomb. Empty chamber. Now you can stay on that same tomb and try another chamber in the tomb. That sound means that I'm low on food. I just found 62 gold and the silver key. Okay. So. Alright, but I am running low on food, which means I need to go to the bazaar. That was on the tomb. Now I'm going to move off of there. A plague. A healer. More men. Let's see. That's the best way to get men, folks. Okay. And now I'm entering into the bazaar. Now if you go too long without food, you start losing men. So again, 5 is a good price. I'm going to have to at least buy a few there. I'm going to buy 5. So now I have 37 gold. Should have about 22 men now. So, and oh, but see, I actually lost a man because I didn't buy food in time. No, we don't want that. Yes, we do. We're going to buy 30 bags of food. We don't want to worry about this anymore. I have 7 gold left, and I have 30 bags of food. That should get me around the board at least. And we're done here. We're leaving the bazaar on just a simple journey. On there, and then we are entering into the frontier. Now, the frontier counts as one space, so you can move all along it. It's a way to it's a great way to get around. Okay, I'm gonna move into the territory. Ooh, dragon! But I lost my sword, so now I have 16 warriors and 6 gold. So he just kicked my butt. Took more warriors than gold. Okay. Well, now we're going to enter into this tomb. Looking for the final key, the gold key. Okay, nothing in this chamber. Again, this game would be going much longer with each and everybody taking turns. A Pegasus. Ooh. So I have 20 gold, and I have a Pegasus. Now, I have a Pegasus token. Basically, this means that now I can burn this token to move anywhere on the board that I wish within that kingdom. So, I'm not going to do that just yet. And that travels with you until you use it. Explore the tomb again. Brigands in this chamber. 16. My forces are superior. We decimate them in half. And that's pretty much how it goes. You'll lose 1, or you'll beat them by half. So. $38 gold, and the gold key. All right, so 38 gold, And we are at, and we have the gold key. All right. So 16 guys, 38 gold. Oops, and there go my keys. Got all the keys. My sword's gone, but I still got my healer. About 27 food left. Okay. So we need to get out of here now. Alright, so moving. Safe move. We can move into the space of the bazaar without going to the bazaar. Oh, brigands just killed one of my guys. It was a sneak attack. We rallied quick. Dragons back over here. Okay, 57 gold. All right. Moving back to my home territory. Okay. Dragon. Just took 12 hours and 44. Yeah. That was my bad. I meant to hit frontier. That's okay. Crossing into the frontier. Alright. A plague. I just got some of those guys back. Alright. Now, now what you want to do is you want to return to your home citadel. And they will give you guys 28, in fact, to take on the Dark Tower. Now, I now burn the Pegasus to move to the Dark Tower. Brigands. That's not good. See, I'm just gonna end the fight. Oh wait, never mind. I'm winning. I'm winning. Okay, that could have been bad. Gold and a Pegasus. Okay, well, 62 gold. Well, let's just make this a shutout. So we're gonna go move one. Seriously? 25 guys? We're just gonna end it and leave, okay? Okay. See, I'm jumping the gun there. I'm trying to leave and I'm kicking their butt. So I really need to, like, you know, just let my guys do their thing. Okay, now we're at like 77. That's just ridiculous. Okay. I'm going to go to the bazaar.
As we've learned, we probably want to go ahead and buy ourselves some food here just to get us through the end of the game. I'll buy 15. So I got a lot of guys to feed. Alright. 62 gold left. Okay. And, okay. We go to the bazaar. We're just going to stock up on guys. See? Better price. Just going to buy 10 more. 12 gold left. Okay. Now, I'm going to burn that Pegasus token I just got to go back to the Dark Tower. See, there we are. But, you know, I got a lot of guys, so I still need food. It's kind of bad. Entering the Dark Tower. Okay. I have to solve the riddle of the keys. Do I want to use the gold key first? We'll try the gold key first. It's a fail. Okay. Gold key is not the right one. No. Is the silver key? Let's try the silver key first. Is the gold key second? Let's try the gold key second. No. So it's the silver key, the brass key, and the... Okay, gotcha. Silver key, yes. Brass key, yes. Now we fight for the Dark Tower. 26 men. I have 37. I think I'll win. And put up a fight. And there you have it, kids. That's basically how a game of Dark Tower would have run. It would have gone a lot longer if you had a lot more people playing, but that's basically the gist of it. Run around the kingdoms, look for and try and collect the keys, purchase the right items, make sure you stay stocked up on food, avoid the dragon at all costs. You can't really help that. There is one other aspect of gameplay that is not featured in a solo play. You have the ability to curse other players and to take away men and supplies. This happens basically at the end of a fight. You would find a wizard, and that wizard would then curse your opponent for you, and then you would get whatever your opponent lost. So that's the only thing I can't show you here because I don't have an opponent, but for a solo play, that basically is just how the game would run. So, there you have it, kids. 1981, Milton Bradley, The Dark Tower. The holy grail of 1980s board games. Very difficult to find with all of its parts and pieces intact. In fact, your old Uncle Clockwork had to do a little maintenance on this one once he found it. Probably should have filmed that. Basically, I just had to clean up the terminals and replace the motor. You know, it had one of these old, like I think it was maybe like a little 12-volt motor that you know, they get kind of, you know, a little clanky after about 30, 40 years. So I greatly increased the speed of the gameplay by switching that out. So if you happen to find one of these, go ahead and switch out the motor on the tower. I think you'll find it worth the investment. The old one made a lot of noise, and it actually took a lot of time for the carousel to rotate. This one, as you saw, pretty fast. So games take a lot less time than they used to, which is pretty nice. Other than that, not much else to say about Milton Bradley's The Dark Tower. It's one of my favorite games from the 80s, and I'm glad to have it back in stock. So, that's it for now, kids. It's Uncle Clockwork, clocking out. We'll see you next time.